Hey everybody, it's Sunday morning update. That means NASCAR. That means a NASCAR free pick coming your way. I am Tony George. I am from DocSports.com, coming to you from the Guitar Lab in my compound here in Las Vegas. Been up at it since 4 this morning getting these matchups. Books are slow. We'll give you a quick recap, but books are slow to be putting out these head-to-heads. They're getting beat up in NASCAR, and it's I've been telling you for the last 2 years, it's one of the easiest sports to win money at. And despite the variables and potential of wreck outs, tire going flat, throwing you in the wall, knocking you out of the race when you're leading all 90% of the laps, and the next thing you know, somebody goes down. So it does happen, but we've had so much success with this. And we're off a rare losing card on Wednesday. Our first losing card, I think it's 7 or 8 races. 9-1 with top picks. Not only the top NASCAR handicapper last season over at Docs, but one of the tops in the country as well. So I don't need to hype up any card and hype this up for you. I'm telling you, we got a good free pick for you here. But today, take advantage of that free $60 at Docs and get yourself an account opened up and use that on a $30 race card. It's a doubleheader with a 7-unit top play and a 3-unit pick as well. Now, global odds, big outlets, which I use for these picks because that's where 90% of the people go. Locally, we use Circa here in town, maybe stations from time to time, but Circa's got much better odds and a plethora more of head-to-head matchups. So your odds may vary, rotation numbers may vary from what you see, but it's all, I'll just give you this, it's always good to have more than one outlet in moneyline wagering, especially in baseball, UFC, some of these moneyline sports, golf. Have more than one outlet. You have a golf match, it's minus 140 global, and I found it at minus 105 here in town. And I lost it, I might add. Our golf program has not been good. Our UFC went 1-2 last night. Ivy got knocked out in a huge upset surprise, and we were chalky on Ivy. So it ruined our night. So it's not been a good weekend. My golf program has went 0-3 on my cards. I tell it like it is. I don't pull any punches. I tell you exactly what's going on. Good, bad, or indifferent. Always. We like to talk about big wins and big runs. We also tell you when we're in the barrel, so to speak. And we are with the golf program. Round 4, I've got a great pick today. Have absolutely no illusions. This one here, we're going to finish on a winning note and then head to Harbor Town next week down at Hilton Head and get you some winners down there. Always a great tournament. UFC will have a better card for you next week. 1-2 card is unacceptable. I don't like losing. And my motto has always been, I hate to lose more than I love to win. So we're going to get it done for you in UFC next week. But the silver lining in all this is NASCAR is here. We've had a great run. We're going to continue to have a great run. Tip of the hat, too, to my friend J.J. Yaley, who had his highest finish of the year yesterday with an 11th place finish in the Xfinity race. Nice to see Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in the car yesterday as well. And a very exciting finish and a huge upset with Harrison Burton winning that. When he really, the only 2 laps he led the entire race, or the only 2 laps that mattered, white flag and checker. So this is a track today. We'll give you a free pick today. This is a track today that requires a lot of driver skill. And bear in mind that anybody driving a NASCAR car in Monster Cup is an absolute freaking stud with balls the size of Alpha Centauri. Big time. I know a couple of drivers, one very well, as you well know. But this racetrack here requires a lot of driver skill. And you're going to see good drivers on good race teams, big names, rise to the top today and be in the mix. And this is a track where you get a lot of trouble, especially against the wall, coming out of the corners. It's a tough racetrack. Now, last year we went 3-0 on this races in Miami. And we've got a great matchup for you today that's a no-brainer for a 7-unit. And I got a solid pick as well for the 3-unit pick. That being said, You can find this at most places here that I've seen. This is a common matchup. Joey Logano. We're going to go chalky with him. He's won here. Great race car driver. Great race team. Always has a good hot rod for every race. Over Alex Bowman. Now Bowman has been in the mix this year, but I'll take experience and a veteran driver on this track with a good car, good race team, awesome pit crew. It with Joey Logano, who's been successful this year, won here in Vegas recently at a race that I attended, and he's got a tricked out car, and he'll be ready to run over Bowman today, who just doesn't have as much experience as Logano does on this track, and I don't think has quite the car Logano does either. So he's minus 155 to 160. I've seen this anywhere from it's opened up at 140 and shot up, but I think it's a good matchup for you. Little chalky, but worth the stretch. Logano over Bowman today. Homestead, Miami NASCAR. That's your free pick. Back at you on maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, with a catch-up video, some Tony Time videos this week. Enjoy the NASCAR race. Enjoy the 4-unit round 4 finale winner head-to-head in the PGA Tour at the Colonial as well today.